My dear students, good morning. Today I am delivering my lecture on Eve of the Syntagnis as a narrative poem. Keats, Keats was a romantic poet and he was a contemporary of Wordsworth, Coleridge, and Byron. And sometimes Keats, Keats can be compared with Shakespeare. He was a great lover of nature. He was the poet of negative capability. Was the poet of great poet of escapism. He was the great lover of mythology, old mythologies. The present poem that is based on the theme of the old mythology, that if the young virgins who took fasting on the day of the eve of the Syntagnis should get the vision of her future husband or lover at night. Now, the very beginning stanza of the poem, being a lover of nature, Keats has given us the description of a very chilly day. That it was the eve of Syntagnis, which falls on 20th January. The whole nature that was covered with snow, and the very first stanza of the poem, bitter chill it was. The hare cannot walk on the frozen grass. The wolf cannot uttering their languages. The beadsman who was praying before the picture of Mother Mary, the smoke that is coming out from the mouth of priest, the smoke that is also coming out from the incense stick, both mingle and went straight to heaven. And the beadsman wanted to go to heaven without any death. Now, in this very stanza, we get the picture of the nature. That Keats was also a poet of pictorial art. When we the reader read the poems of Keats, that we get the whole picture of the nature float before our eyes. Now it falls on 20th January, the celebration that is going on Madeline's Palace. Sometimes this poem can be compared with Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. In Romeo and Juliet also there was much hostility between the Capulet family and the Montague family, and in Eve of St. Agnes also there was much enmity between the family of Porphyro and the family of Madeline. Now, that the celebration that is going on in Madeline's palace, and a very gala celebration that is going on. Madeline's father invited many kings, the guests, kings, the knights, and that Madeline would took her a choice among one of them, but Madeline loved Porphyro. And he waited for Porphyro. He heard the stories many times of these superstitious theme, that if the young virgins or young unmarried girls who took fasting on the day, on the eve of the St. Agnes, should get the vision of future husband at night. And Madeline also was on fasting, and she waited for night to get the vision of Porphyro. Now Porphyro, the romantic lover, enters the scene, and you know that the beadsman, after praying his prayer, he was passing through the corridor, and that many instruments, the sound of the instruments were heard. The tears rolled down from the eyes of the beadsman. But no, there is no importance of music in his life. All the music of his life that were sung, all the happiness of his life that were past. Now he has to wait for the death bell, and he has to wait. He has to pray to God, just for the deprive of his soul. That it is now it is the day of the eve of St. Agnes, that the celebration that is going on. At that time, many of the knights and kings wanted to win over the heart of Madeline, but they failed because her heart was otherwhere. She was waiting for Profido. She was maintained all the rituals. It was the superstitious. She heard the stories many times, and it was her superstitious belief that she'll get the vision of Profido at night. Now Profido, the romantic lover, she entered the castle, and there was much hostility between the two families, and she knew very well that if he will be seen by anybody, he will be cut into pieces. It was the castle. Many barbarian hordes, the high enough women, they presented there, and they are ready to take his life. Now Profido, he enters the palace because he was a romantic lover. He didn't fear for death, and the nurse of Angela recognized his face, and she saw her face, his face, Profido's face, asked him to go, heed thee from this place, or the stones will be thy bier. You will be killed by your enemies. Oh, go away from this place. But she had pity for Profido. She wanted to help her in her love affair, and she took her to a safest place. Now Madeline was maintaining all the rituals, and she was waiting for night to get the vision of Profido.